We're on the second day, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We've only done one day of public.
Yeah, okay.
At least.
Suddenly the door swings open. Ooh.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh?
No.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all.
Silly Monica.
It's so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quickly glances over to you.
Or whatever. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Ah. Well, my period was today instead.
My last one of my life.
My last period was instead. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
The mess was everywhere.
That makes nothing though.
Are you the voice?
I do remember the voice that I heard. I did have voices for all three of these, remember?
Did you? Oh, right. I only had the one. Okay.
Yeah, no, I had voices for all of them. I just don't remember. Like
Her?
I do.
I remember the one.
Remember, it was Snotty, All Might, and then
Yeah.
then like
And it was like just a girl. Like,
yeah, some like very high pitched girl.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
Do you want me to do All Might?
Sure.
Okay. That's her, right?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
her. That's Sayori. So
Yeah.
okay. Sure, I can do this. Let's go. I'll go back to my voice.
Yeah. Let me.
You have heard the bell ring at least.
Piano. What should I? I think I did. I don't know.
I think you just did later.
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. It's constantly shouting. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Yay! Sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Monica smiles sweetly as she booty pushes all the ladies away.
She's butt back to everyone.
Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to show you once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck. No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone had already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. That's you? Yeah. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Don't mind me, guys. Yes. Son of a bitch, just one second.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, there's like a huge spike on the on the ground.
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
Literally. I think you were drunk last night. It's on your phone.
The words manga, lover, go on your face.
Yeah. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out from the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better.
Oh, she's got one of those like little
Yeah, like
vampire teeth.
Yeah, it's like a little pointy tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Oh, because I'm a connoisseur of.
If you're gonna judge, you
Wait,
can
what?
do it through the glass on that door.
Church get there.
Oh, hey, buddy.
I didn't hear you come in at all.
No, I'm trying to climb up it.
Yeah. You are a silent killer. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Oh, that's you.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Filbert. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its color.
I exclusively judge books by their cover. That's how I picked video games as a child.
By the cover?
Like that like literally was the notorious thing. Like with Chris, we both got to rent a video game, and he picked something. I forget what it was, and I think I picked Fallout New Vegas.
Mhm.
So this looks interesting. He's like, no, don't get that game. I'm like, Chris, my mom said we each get to pick our own game. This is the game I'm picking. You get your game. And then his game just sucked ass, and he just was like, I want to play. I'm like, no, I'm playing my game. And then he bought it, and he just loved it. I'm like, huh. I wonder if you should judge a game by its cover more often.
God.
So stupid.
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
It's called Titties. She shoves the book right in my hand. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe?
Moe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just stand there.
Whip out your dick. What? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Beep. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about to get It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. And it grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make it up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's what really makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? Like, scratch and sniff? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Oh, it's...
Here, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. What?
Good save.
Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga.
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's
Merely a coincidence.
just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, how would I ever get into anything because it's in a manga? I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. Guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, out of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, we read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well,
Watching you read.
what are you talking about? I'm fine with that.
If you say so. Guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick what series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Huh?
You don't?
That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know.
I don't have friends. What do you mean? When you share manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Ah, sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kind of people. Like my mom. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time.
Yeah.
But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait,
what was this?
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just kind of went, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Aha! Ha!
Jay, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. That was just page 1. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happened.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. Yeah, I feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky.
You know, like me and my fucking Pokemon catches.
But I guess especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. Thought makes me smile a little to myself. Eh?
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Next time! How you doing? Over there? Huh?
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. We've slowly merged into one person.
I'm inside of her.
She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. That's ain't far enough, honey. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happened?
You know, like after you licked your fingers and turned every page. Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
yeah? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It'd take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I got partway through the volume so far. I'd fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it?
Dun dun dun.
Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and... Oh,
Carefully slip the book in my eye. Just hit right click, I think it was.
oh okay, it just disappears. Okay. Slip the book into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first?
Yeah, you wrote it in the poem, I guess, but...
I'm going to show it to... Sayori. Huh? Oh! I like this one, Filbert. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's one better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Filbert. We're best buds. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What makes yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, or reading in general. But you drew a picture in the corner on the last one.
That really helped.
Yeah. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how that works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Oh, shit.
Are you hurt?
I guess so. What the fuck? Why don't you at least try to give it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. Oh, that's how you climbed up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna give you one.
Alright. We're gonna take a quick pause while I drink the amount of Coke. I don't feel like getting my water.
Yeah, you left it on the counter.
I know. Well, I'll just use this to, oh, what was that? Oh, just cable. This to wetten the mouth. Oh, this knife's open. Fuck.
Speaking of wettening mouths. Next episode.
Okay. What are you go? Like, is there something in my teeth?
No, yeah, it had nothing to do with that. I just thought it'd be hilarious. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next.
So confused. Holy shit.